In the small Irish village of Caraclea, nestled against rolling hills and cloaked in eternal mist, the legend of the Banshee was a whispered horror, an old tune parents sang to frighten wayward children. Yet, to Aisling O'Dwyer, the legend was no mere myth. It was an echo of her family's harrowing legacy. Aisling had always known the tale. An ancestor had wronged a banshee, and now, every few generations, her wails would foretell the deaths of those of O'Dwyer blood. The curse had been silent for decades, until a chill autumn night revived its terror. Shadows lengthened as the sun dipped below the horizon, and the air turned bitter. As villagers settled into their nightly routines, a low wail pierced the stillness. It started soft, almost mournful, then grew to a crescendo of despair. Windows flew open, and heads peered out, fear etched on every face. Aisling stood frozen in her grandmother's cluttered kitchen, her eyes locking with the old woman's. Mrs. O'Dwyer's face was ashen, her fingers trembling around her rosary. "The banshee's cry," she whispered, voice thin with dread. Days turned to weeks, and every night, the wails returned, sowing panic and suspicion through the village. People began counting the cries. Old stories resurfaced about who had heard the banshee before their demise. First it was old Mr. Moira, found cold in his bed. Then young Eamon, who never returned from the woods. The deaths seemed random, yet each one reeked of the curse. Villagers mumbled about the O'Dwyers whenever Aisling passed, their eyes filled with a mix of fear and blame. One stormy night, Aisling's resolve broke. Clad in a woolen cloak, she ventured to the graveyard where the banshee's cries seemed loudest. The wind whipped through the ancient yews, and rain sliced down in icy sheets. She moved with a determination fueled by desperation and ancestral guilt. At the center of the cemetery, Aisling found her great-great-grandfather's grave, the one who had supposedly wronged the banshee. There, under the watchful eye of a gnarled oak, she saw her, the banshee, clad in ethereal rags, her hair a tangle of sorrow, her eyes twin abysses of doom. "Why us?" Aisling's voice broke against the storm. The banshee's mouth opened, but no words came, only a heart-rending wail. Aisling understood. It was not her place to question, only to endure. And just as quickly as the banshee appeared, she was gone, leaving Aisling alone amidst the graves. The wails continued, but something in Aisling had changed. Accepting her fate, she no longer let fear rule her. Each cry was a reminder of their curse, but also a testament to their survival. The banshee became a part of them, a ghostly kin in their eternal dance between life and death. And in Caraclea, the legend lived on, binding history and future in its mournful grip.